This episode of the Nerd Corporation podcast may contain spoilers and explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. We are the Nerd Corporation.
What up, everybody? It's Thursday. You know what that means.
Spider-Man watches over you.
This guy in a fucking spider suit.
Optimus Prime demands cock and ball torture.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. For all of you hiding among the stars, show me your dicks. But
Optimus Prime gets beatings out next day.
That's why they call me Optimus Primal.
but no, it's podcast day. No, it's podcast day. Yeah, it's podcast day. With me, as always, is Derek Reese.
I don't want anyone to feel bad or to cry for me, but I have a hangnail and it's malignant.
Oh,
God.
you poor soul.
You all right, Eddie?
How long do you have?
I mean, we'll see. It's really touch and go, you know. Although I try not to touch it, it hurts.
Cole Simper.
I'm on a roll today. One after the other. I can barely keep up. Hi, yeah, it's me.
And Nick Lewis.
Not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
You know, it's good to be a little stitious sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Just a skosh stitch.
A skosh of stish.
Skosh of stitch. And we are the Nerd Corporation. Welcome to episode 210. Oh yeah, one of them. Born again. Again. We're going to be shooting the shit and doing a little segment of Whatcha Playin. So let's get the ball rolling. First things first, I want to talk about Daredevil. And
Yes.
have y'all seen Daredevil?
I have.
Not yet.
Seen it. I've just seen clips.
By far the best Disney plus Marvel anything. Like
super strong opening.
as far as the shows go, like for me, like let me tell you how because Daredevil is one of my favorite comic characters. Yeah, properties. Yeah, I guess I would say. Fuck Agatha, fuck WandaVision, fuck Loki, fuck all of them. Daredevil's the guy. Like Daredevil is the fucking guy right now. And
yeah,
I loved every single bit of it, even from the title cards. Because if you remember in the older series, in the Netflix series, it was pretty much the same layout, but everything was bleeding.
Yeah, it was like a wax sort of
right, like
thing where it was covering nothing but forming the shape of Daredevil or whoever.
Yeah, and it's really cool to see that it's like everything's in stone, just crumbling.
Yeah,
like the scales of justice, and the city of New York, and all that.
And it's super cool because they're retaining the feel of the original opening credits, but doing a different spin on it.
Mm-hmm. And no spoilers, but when that thing happens in the very first episode with Bullseye and Daredevil and everything that happens around it, I'm like, yeah, fucking perfect. Yeah. Because
spoiler alert, he's blind.
Well, he's blind. He's blindish, blind adjacent.
He's
that fucking got Cole.
He's blind adjacent.
Spoiler alert, he can't see shit.
He's off blind, like
he's blind-esque.
This guy says this
blind adjacent.
He's got a squosha blind.
Yeah, he's just a little stitch of blind.
He's got a touch of the blind.
Touch of the blind.
I should have called this a touch of the blind.
Hearing.
Just a touch of the blind.
Get a load of this guy.
I just really loved the whole thing of it. Like it was like I was really worried that they were going to Disney it up. like they did with like Agatha and
Mhm.
like they did with like a couple of others. But I feel like after reshooting and adding Foggy and adding Karen I feel like those like that rewrite saved the show.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, of course, because we didn't see
Hmm.
what it was without him. But yeah, I mean, how do you have a series that's eh, I mean, it's not a direct continuation, of course. It's but in essence, in spirit, it's a continuation of the Netflix series.
And it
Like
feels
how
like it.
yeah, and how do you start that off without two of the absolute primary characters?
Right, exactly. But I feel like in doing the thing that happened, like that's perfect because it allows it allows both series to connect and it allows everything to just kind of
Hmm.
flourish. I feel like it's it's just super fun and I really enjoyed it. I had the first two episodes A plus. The only problem I have is that I have to wait a week for every episode now.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm really glad, again, attempting to avoid spoilers, but I'm really glad that they didn't labor the point
Hmm.
where Daredevil takes a break,
Right.
because there are so many shows where they want to show
There's always like a
a
montage.
hero in turmoil that steps away from the mantle for a while, and they spend fucking forever on it, and it's
Yeah.
just annoying and obnoxious. And I'm really glad they didn't do that.
Yeah, yeah. They were just like, no, this happens, and
A year
it's
later,
a
done.
year later. Yeah, like, um, I really enjoyed the explanation for everything without it. Like, it was very informative without it being overly expositive.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say they peppered in the exposition where it was needed, and again, with that, didn't labor the point either.
Yeah,
Like it just, yeah, here's why. Anyway, moving on.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
it was very well paced and well done.
yeah. When y'all two catch up, or if you catch up, I would love to hear your thoughts. Just because it is very much not what a Disney Marvel thing is. Like it is
Well,
very much still true to how the Netflix roots were.
and if nothing else, you 1000% need to watch it for the uh Daredevil Bullseye fight
Hmm.
scene at the
Hmm.
at the start. Like, holy God.
And that was one of my like concerns was that we weren't going to get one of those continuous camera shots. Look at this motherfucker. You want to know? You want to know what impresses me about this? No. You want to know what impresses me about this?
Them abs.
Is the fact that he took the time to Google a
Like,
shot
he's
of
been doing that
men
the
in
whole time
yeah,
we've
no,
been
Oh,
talking.
this whole time we've been talking, this
He just
motherfucker's
well
been
and it
Googling hot dudes in a sauna.
well, and I don't think that's even the first thing he Googled. I'm sure he's been Googling things that just he's like, oh, that would be funny. Oh, that would be great
I
too.
saw him
Oh no,
laughing
that's
down in the corner,
perfect.
and I was like, "What's going on down
Yeah,
there?"
his like
Yeah.
screen was super bright in his face. Like, what is this motherfucker doing right now? And he's just like, yeah, no, I'm just looking at dudes. That's all.
That was so fucking good.
That's great. But anyway, if you haven't seen the first two episodes of Daredevil, you are doing yourself a huge disservice as a Marvel fan.
Yeah, and I mean, personally, I really liked both WandaVision and Agatha
I
a
loved them all.
lot,
I
a
loved them
lot.
all. I loved them all,
But
but this
man,
one beats them.
the tone is definitely different, and it's super. I'm super stoked.
Go watch it.
Ugh. Um, so a game that we kind of got a glimpse at that I was kind of interested in during the Game Awards has hit Steam, Fragpunk,
Tell us about it.
and it's fucking awesome.
Is it?
Like, I love it so much. Basically, so it kind of plays like like your typical Counter-Strike, Valorant, somebody's got the bomb, they go set it up, enemy team has to defuse. Each team has like characters that have abilities and stuff like that. But the interesting part of the game is before each match starts, there's random that are things that are called shard cards, which by the way, shard cards, it's
Right.
like
Right.
Yeah,
once
that's
you hear
immediate.
shard card in your mind,
That's why I started laughing immediately.
so when you hear, like, when you think of that and you're playing the game, you're going to hear the announcer go like, let's pick a shard card. Like, it's inevitable, but but
It's so good.
because you have like shards that you can use to buy these cards at the beginning, and each card is like, one card for example is it gives the enemies big heads, or another card
okay.
is like it blocks off one of the objectives, so you can't go plant at that one, you have to go to the other one. So there's like different little, and you unlock like your own cards as you go along, and each card that you have has a chance to show up on the pre-match card selection. But
That's cool.
it's
Like little
awesome.
plot twists.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, I saw that it was out, and a friend of mine that also streams is playing, and I was like, oh yeah, dude, I'll check it out. I downloaded it. So we were both streaming and playing it, and I was just like, dude, this game's awesome.
Hell yeah.
Like, it's
I
so
remember
fun.
playing this game. Like I can't remember what it was, if it was like a state of play or something, but it showed up at one of these things that we were watching.
Just two dudes.
And I remember thinking it was like, I'm a game man, stop it. I remember thinking that this game like looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I was blown away by how much fun I was. Like, I have like 13 hours in it already. Like, that's all I
yeah.
played like the past 2 days.
Nice.
It's a blast. I'm trying to think of what else. Like, yeah, the gunplay is really good. Like, I know in Valorant that a lot of the guns, there's only a couple guns that you can aim down the sights of, but in this game, like, every single gun has ADS, and
that's good. I like that.
yeah. I mean, I like the kind of feel of Counter-Strike where some of the guns don't have it, but it's nice that there's a game that has it if you want it.
Right.
Runs great. It's supposed to, I think it's delayed on console for like a week or so. Like, it's supposed to come out on console like very soon, and it's free. Like, it's awesome. I'm having a great time.
Hell yeah.
How's the monetization?
Oh, it's got some
Is it like in your face? Is it like
it's not really. I mean, like, there's a shop like in any first person shooter, just like Call of Duty,
yeah.
Is it as in your face as when Cole speaks and those two dudes are just right there?
No. No. That's in my face, and I love it.
You gotta like keep your arms like this, because the moment that you like relax your arms and run away, these two dudes.
Wait, put your hands like this, like
just play with their abs a little.
Down.
There you go.
Right hand, yeah, right hand down a little bit.
Mind the stepchildren, just fucking.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shop in the game, like skin bundles for your guns. They're about Valorant prices, so like, kind of expensive, but if you want, like, I've spent so much money in Valorant, so I'm like looking at this shit just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, my oldest son just got a job, and
nice.
and it's full time, so he gets full time money.
Gonna kick his ass out now.
No.
Start paying rent, bitch.
So his Microsoft is connected to mine under that whole family umbrella thing.
Mm.
And so I'm just seeing purchase notification, purchase notification, purchase notification. It's like
Extreme Hentai 2.
Valorant, Genshin Impact,
Well,
No.
like $50 here,
well,
$35
and doesn't
there.
that make you so wistful for those times when you could just you had no responsibilities and you could
Yeah.
just dump money into whatever you want?
I'm not mad at him for
Yeah.
any like in any sense because that's his money, you know what I mean? He
Yeah.
can do
Right.
whatever he wants. But it's just so funny to see
The
like
Genshin Impact one hurts a little bit, but
I was gonna say
the
that's-
Valorant one, I mean, it depends on what skin he bought and everything, but
it's like but it's like it's crazy because the numbers are so erratic. Like it's not like he, you know, spent like $5 here for a skin, $10 here.
yeah.
It'll go from 5 to 50 to 35 to 9 to fucking
Oh, dude, in Valorant, like a single skin for a gun is, I think, like 10 or $20. Like
that's ridiculous.
they're not cheap.
Wow.
And when they come out with like the special, like they have these every year they have a champion edition,
Mhm.
like a champion set that you can buy.
Mhm.
They're like $60, dude. But like once they're gone, like they're gone. So you buy it and you're just like, yeah, I got a big swinging dick right now, dude.
I hate that shit. I fucking hate that shit.
But I don't know. I mean, you don't have to buy anything from any
Right.
store.
yeah,
Right.
But
gets people, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's like even like it doesn't matter how like how militant you are about being like I'm never gonna spend $1 in this game.
yeah, that's how I've
Always-
said that multiple times. And
Always gets people. Like
here
it-
we are, fucking Ninja Turtles in Call of Duty.
exactly. So
Oh
it's like,
yeah, dude. I was like, I'm never spending money in Call of Duty again.
And then you're like,
and then fucking Leonardo comes in, and I'm like, okay.
Like, dude, we all gotta be turtles.
God
But-
damn it.
But to be fair, I got that for my birthday, so thank you. But
I mean, I didn't have to pay extra to get my turtle bundle because I had the points already, but
yeah, no.
I did buy the $30 upgrade or whatever. So
Oh yeah, I did that. I sure did do that
Wow.
we're all like, yeah, I did that shit.
just to get Master Splinter and a
Yeah,
foot
dude.
soldier that you don't even see. Only when
Yeah.
you die you watch your character fucking
Yeah.
ragdoll on the ground.
please.
Or when you
$30.
don't you see him if you make the leaderboard at the
Yeah.
end,
Right?
and you
If
can
you're
emote.
good.
Yeah, good. Haven't been up there in a while.
I haven't, dude. I haven't been podiumed for a long time.
I podiumed
Signs
last
of
night.
death.
All right, so I got a piece of news if you're done, Nick.
Yep.
All right.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just wanted to. I mean, the news was kind of like that game dropped, and then it kind of turned into a bit of like what I'm playing. So,
Kind of, yeah.
But-
Nothing wrong with that. All right, so we have gotten an announcement that Joe Pantoliano has joined the Last of Us season 2.
Joey
Uh,
Pants.
So if you don't immediately recognize the name or have forgotten, good old Joey Pants is famous for his roles in
Sopranos.
numerous things. I
The
mean,
Matrix. He was Cypher in
Yeah,
the Matrix.
he was
Yeah.
Cypher in the Matrix, but for me, it goes back to Francis Fratelli from whatchamacallit. Why am I blanking on the name all of a sudden?
Mm.
He killed a stripper in the Sopranos.
She was
no, I was the
Thank
Fratellis
you.
are from the Goonies, so
Oh, gotcha.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
the
my-
good old Goonies.
My favorite role, one of my favorite roles of Joey Pants is, excuse me, is the captain from Bad Boys.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
and which is funny because I just saw both of those movies last night while I was gaming.
Nice.
So it's funny to see that he is
So- So he's going to be playing a character that we didn't see in the game really. He's going to be playing Eugene,
mhm.
and the character will be expanded the same way they did with Bill and Frank in season 1.
So
So
he's gonna be gay too.
Yeah, probably.
probably, because
Non-binary.
goddamn
we're-
woke.
If we're lucky.
Yeah,
If we're
right.
lucky. He'll be
I love
gay.
dropping these
Just
bombs.
want just
Guys
give
be like,
I just want them to make every character gay.
I
Just to
I just
troll
want
people.
I just want one more reason for the neckbeards to cry about this. Like
Yeah,
just
exactly.
keep piling them on.
Bella
Exactly.
Ramsey's a good enough. It's fine. I don't need anything else. I can complain about her all day long.
So in the
Which sucks
game,
because you don't even know nothing.
yeah,
I
for
do.
real.
I do.
You haven't seen shit.
So in Last of Us Part 2, Eugene is mentioned by Ellie and Dina because they come across a lab. They find a lab that he once grew weed in. But in the series, they are saying that he will come to life and become a character that really gets to the heart of Joel and Ellie's relationship.
I love it.
So yeah, he's going to be a much bigger part of it. I mean, I'm sure it will be, an episode.
You guys gonna buy some of my weed or what? I can't do his voice. I can't think of it, but
I think it would be hilarious though if they bring back a bit of the Goonies and have him like with a hairpiece. But
She was a fucking whore.
Oh,
but yeah. So Joe Pantoliano, good old Joey Pants, is going to show up in some capacity, whether it's a single episode or maybe he'll have an even more expanded role than I'm expecting. But
Yeah.
Um,
The trailer dropped
yeah,
yesterday as of the day of this recording. And it looks great. It looks great. We didn't get a lot of Abby in there. And that
it's something that they're probably saving, like
I'm hoping.
for a reveal. But
yeah, it's a interesting trailer. There's a couple shots where I was like, I know that. I know that. I know that. It was a cool trailer just to be like a super fan of the game.
The ballroom shot got me.
Yeah.
Like that shit like had me like, oh, that's
Also, yeah, but like the 2 or 3 frames after that where it shows Dina and Ellie like dancing, but they like almost perfectly mimic like the exact like arm movements and everything. Like, that moment Dina takes Ellie's arms and puts them like her hands and puts them on her hips to start like dancing and stuff. And I was just really taken by like how accurate. I'm like, holy shit, it like looks like exact, like painstakingly detailed to the point where it's like that looks like exactly how it looked in game. And I want to believe that they are going to. So we've talked about this before about how they're doing like 2 more seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how do we feel about how it's going to end?
It'll end. I'm thinking it'll end where Ellie's part in the game ends.
Yeah, that makes the most sense, doesn't
That
it?
does.
well,
Yeah.
if the first season was part 1 and the second season is part 2, what like
Well, that's what I'm
is
saying.
part 2 going to be split up into 2 seasons then?
Well, that's what I'm thinking is that like
Okay.
where we end up.
Well,
where,
part 2 split up into seasons 2 and 3 is what I'm saying.
Right. So
Seasons
like
2, 3, and 4.
so like when
You said they're only doing 3 seasons.
right when we stop playing as Ellie in part 2, that'll probably be the end of season 2, and where we start playing as Abby will be the
3.
Start
Oh,
of-
yeah. Okay.
And then season 4 would be Santa Barbara.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they would be doing 4 seasons. They're not going to just do 3. There's
Oh,
no
I
way.
thought you said they were doing 3 seasons.
No, they're doing 3 more.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
I think that makes the most
At least
sense.
I'm not the gay one.
That makes the most sense just because like thematically, but that also means that we have to have that episode like now.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, right?
Right. Oh yeah. The very
Like you have
Yeah.
to like episode 1 or 2, bro.
has to be the yep. Mm-hmm.
And
No, I agree.
I wonder how bad of a drop off we see. Not only at the end of this season, but after that a very eventful first or second episode.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I'm only just trying to like prepare for the
Mhm.
storm because
Dude,
if you want, if you,
I've talked to people who say that like, oh, I haven't played the game, but the show is awesome, and I'm just like,
You're in.
That's what I'm saying.
You're in for a
Well,
treat, to my
and
Yeah.
that's
friend.
the thing too. Like, it is such a good show in and of itself that while I'm sure, of course, there will be drop off. I mean, that's inevitable, I'm sure. But it is such a good show that I don't know if it's going to be that dramatic of a drop off.
I'm hoping that it's not because it will
Yeah.
prove all those people wrong. It will prove
Right.
to all those people that they're just a bunch of fucking babies that are, literature illiterate.
Oh,
Yeah.
illiterature.
They can't understand stories. They can't understand themes. They can't understand thematic, reasoning on why
Well,
things
I mean, I
happen.
don't
It's
know
like,
that
well,
it's
why did it have to happen that way? And it's like, because that's the way they wrote the fucking
yeah.
story.
I mean, I don't know that it's they can't understand it. I think it's just that I think
just
most of it is
will.
willful ignorance in
Yep.
the face of, well, it's not what I wanted, so fuck everything.
Yeah. I feel like it's more of that than
But
anything else.
I
I
mean,
think it's
it's same thing with Captain America.
Oh yeah,
I,
dude.
yeah, I wonder just because if y'all were there in 2020 when this game came out and the months before where it was just nothing, and I'm telling you, dude, it was nothing that I have ever experienced
Yeah. What a
even
wild
today
ride.
with like all the horrific shit that we see online. It's not even close to the shit that I like, the level of discourse and vitriol and
Hmm.
just hatred that was coming out stemmed out of the
Yeah.
controversy of this game. And I can't help but wonder in a greater audience, and because way more people are
Hmm.
going to be watching this than played the game, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
So because there's way less of a time investment and there's
I
way less at risk.
Yeah, I feel like because there's to piggyback off that, I feel like because there's less of a investment, because you
Yeah.
play through the first Last of Us, that's a good what, like 20 hours maybe? Like
Crisp.
depending.
Yeah, it was like a crisp 20
Yeah.
hour.
And so you have been spending 20 hours playing as Joel and developing this relationship that went from I fucking hate this kid to like this is like my adopted daughter
Hmm.
basically. But I don't know if it'll be as big because you're not spending that much time
Maybe.
with Pedro
Well,
Pascal's Joel.
and here's like for me also, I mean, part of the reason that I don't think there will be this precipitous drop, like I feel there is, I mean, there's a huge difference between a general TV watching audience and a gaming community. People in gaming, they almost feel like they have this right to say the direction they think things should go. Like, they have this immutable right to go, no, you're doing it wrong. You need to tell the story the way I want you to tell the story.
Yeah.
Where a
Yeah.
TV
Everybody's an
audience,
expert.
yeah, where a TV audience, I mean, most people are there for the ride.
Mhm.
They don't feel like, you know, they should be the ones saying how the story should go, at least not nearly to the degree that the gaming community feels they should and are allowed and have the absolute right to expect for games or for gaming properties. Like
They're a bunch of
that's
babies.
they're what?
They're a bunch of babies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that shit for
I
babies.
I
That
get it.
shit's for
And
That's
I
it for
baby.
babies.
I understand what you're saying. That's a very charitable way of painting, uh,
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
of painting TV watchers.
How thoughtful of you.
I can definitely think of a few instances
Oh,
where people
sure.
freaked the fuck out
Oh,
about a
sure.
story not going their way in a
Yeah,
TV.
I'm just saying not to the degree that gaming people do.
I hope you're right. I hope I'm wrong, but I look at I don't know. There's something about Joel and there's something about that story that really, really resonates with people.
Hmm.
And I feel like a lot of people kind of imbue Joel in themselves to the point where it's like, and having a child and having somebody to to take care of,
Hmm.
very, very uh internal and innate feeling. I feel like, whether it be, children or someone else, another person, like another full grown person, or even like an animal, like a dog
Hmm.
or a cat. I feel like we have this innate feeling in us to foster, to care, to nurture. I feel like it's human nature. Not
Yeah.
everybody. I don't feel like everybody has it, just because some people don't, for some reason, don't have it. But I feel like Joel is like this perfect encapsulation of like, I've gone so far in one direction that it
Hmm.
feels really freeing and refreshing to know that, like, something I do every day, like take care of my child or whatever, is such a virtuistic thing to have.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And so when
Yeah.
you take all of these values, all these virtues that people have wrapped around the idea of this character of Joel,
Right.
it becomes almost like a persona for them.
Well, yeah, because I mean, even like that's definitely part of it, but even I think on a more basic level, the reason that we watch characters, the reason that we enjoy these type of things and storytelling in general is because we identify with the characters, right? I mean, that's what makes it so enthralling, is especially because I mean, for the vast majority of people are going to identify with who is perceived as the hero, right? Because we're all the hero in our own story. Like that's a huge thing. And and just the absolute fucking whiplash that you get from the Joel character and going, holy shit, wait, yeah, he's the hero in his own story. I mean, the whole theme is that he's the hero, and then the second game it turns that on its head and goes, yeah, but he's not the hero of everyone's story. Like, I mean, that's such an interesting commentary, but that's also why everybody fucking hated the second game. Like, that's the character we identified with. That's the character you made us identify with. That's who you told us through all of your storytelling devices. That's who you told us the hero is. And then all of a sudden, no. Like, which is, I mean, it's such interesting storytelling to me.
It
And
is.
obviously, that was intended to be that way. And it was intended to be as divisive as it was. And so, yeah, I mean, TV audiences are going to be just as invested in Joel as the game community was. And so it's going to be really interesting. I'm actually really excited to once things go down, I'm really interested to go on to like message boards and pick out the comments of people who have not played the game, and this is brand new information for them because they are going to be fucked in the head
Dude,
so
after
hard.
that episode airs, like every major like gaming news outlet is just gonna publish it, and I can't wait to read all the fucking comments on it.
Oh man,
Yeah,
it's
all
gonna
the
be great.
normies who aren't
It's gonna
familiar.
be a big deal.
But yeah, no, just to pick out all of the normie comments of people who didn't know what was going to happen
Yeah.
and how much it rocked their world is going to be really entertaining to read.
So, two ending things, and then I'm done with the topic. Um, that you're 100% correct. That
I know.
there are violent actions and there are violent themes in that and around the character of Joel, and there's levels of stages, you might say. of acceptance, essentially, of coming to grips with that character. And it's wonderful storytelling to make you just genuinely feel about these characters and take these things that you really truly value and attach them to these characters, these fictional characters. You know, it's a wonderful
Yeah.
feeling to get swept up into. However, it's not healthy. It's not healthy to like to think about this shit and to dwell over it and to get mad. And when you're at the point, and I'm trying to be as genuine as I fucking possibly can. When you get to the point where you're like angrily messaging people on public forums, whether it be Facebook or Twitter or whatever, like you are lost in the sauce at that point. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not healthy to, and a lot of people, most people will just move on, right? Most people will just be like, this isn't for me and move on. And even some of the people that like outright like hate it will hate it for like a couple of months or like maybe even a year. There's still a couple die hard, like, fuck part two, like there's always going to be those people, but like most of those people gave up and stopped, like, and then every time part two comes up, it's like, fuck that game, and that outside of that, there's no thought whatsoever.
Yeah.
That is, the presence of a healthy, literature enjoyer, a media enjoyer. You have to be able to like disconnect. And like, I understand, like, I'm a huge hypocrite. I named my first dog after a character in the game and then got super emotional when I lost that dog.
Yeah.
I understand, like I get it, but like there are different things here where it's like you can't do that. You can't attach your personal at all to these things because it's the same thing, like almost the same thing as like people naming their child Daenerys. You know what I mean? It's like, what? Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's such a chance of that character. Like, you never know, bro. You never know when the writers is gonna be like, I'm gonna turn this guy into Hitler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
and
know?
you have to be able to, like, regardless of the emotional attachment, you still have to be able to objectively look at the themes and the story and go, you know what? Like, I I I get what's going on. Maybe I don't like it, but it makes sense and there's no reason to be angrily. Oh man,
Jesus.
it didn't like that one bit.
I love it. I love it.
Now it doesn't mind, but
Last of Us 2 haters are trying to hack into your computer and get rid of
I know,
Joel.
right? Like, no.
He's speaking truth. No. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited to see like what they do with the TV show, but I got to be honest, I'm more excited just to see what happens. What, like, the
Yeah.
fallout, if it is even close, and if it is even infinitesimally close to the level of shit that we saw.
I can see it.
I'm
can
sure
see
it will.
I can see it going both ways. I can see it being like there's going to be a drop off. How significant is going to be up to the casual fans?
Yeah, and like, everybody that played or that hated part two, the game, is going to be out in force at least for a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
Talking as
Don't
much.
Don't watch part two. Don't watch it.
It's
I'm
really
sure-
funny how like
I'm sure
all
we'll
those
hear all
people.
the trans shit again, and
Oh yeah, hashtag Joel.
yeah.
Good
Ugh.
pull, dude. Good pull.
I mean, so just really quick to piggyback off of all the Last of Us stuff that we're talking about here. Yeah, we have here the DualSense wireless controller Last of Us edition. As of the day of this recording, pre-orders begin in about 5 days for it, and I'm counting down because I'm trying to get this.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, and that's a normal That's not
Yeah,
a
it's
pro
just a
controller,
normal
right? Is there
controller
gonna be? Do we know?
for like an Edge, or what are you talking about?
Well, a PS5 Pro controller version of
I don't.
this.
They're all the same controller.
Yeah, he's asking if there's plans to do a pro version. I don't think there is.
Lame.
Wait, does the Pro have a different controller?
Yeah. Or it's like they have the Pro controller.
Okay. You're talking about like the DualSense Edge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but this one might as well be with its 84.99 price tag.
Yeah.
But I will be damned if I don't get one of these. Like,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah, it's really, really cool looking. I love the all black and then the
Yeah.
white accents.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It looks very pretty.
Yeah. So that's coming out. Well, it's not coming out. It's you can pre-order it on the 14th. They open up, and then it looks like it drops, I think, on April. Let's see. Pre-order started March. Oh, launches on April 10th.
Okay.
So it's not too far out from releasing, but
Fucking $85. Fuck you, Sony.
Yeah.
they got me. Like I'm gonna try, and if I can't
Of
get it, then I'll
course.
just be like, oh well.
Right.
It's cool, man. I don't know. I had like a similar dilemma because I've been holding out for a new pro controller because I've been wanting to get that 25th anniversary one just because it's so sexy, but I don't think they're bringing it back.
Mm-mm.
I think it's really gone.
can you find those like on eBay or anything?
They're on eBay, but they are
How much?
obscenely marked up. Like,
Ugh.
like it's insulting. It's like, yeah, I'm scalping this because I know
Let's
you
find
can't
out.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Like the one that I want is like I don't think it's in the thousands, but I think it's pretty close. It's the 25th anniversary DualSense Edge.
Like you're talking about the one that is color themed like the old PS controllers, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. This
I
guy.
really wanted one of those.
I mean, you can get one for $145.
That's the regular one.
That's no, yeah, that's the regular one. Actually, there's one for $100 or best offer.
Still though, I mean, for a regular DualSense, come on, brother, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like the most I'm paying for a regular one is $85, and that's only because it's fucking MSRP.
I mean, and that's not the worst markup I've ever heard, but yeah, still.
It's
for
crazy.
a
There's a DualSense new in box with 6 days left for $84.99.
what does it not have the Edge? Is the Edge not?
I didn't search the Edge. Let me.
Yeah, search the Edge because I'm really curious to know. Like, it's got it. It can't be. The last time I checked, it wasn't in. Like, it didn't have a comma yet.
Let's see. 394.25.
For the DualSense Edge.
Yeah,
Like over there.
Fuck.
that's the first
Not
one I
bad.
saw. 370
On
buy it
eBay,
now.
unopened.
This one's not unopened. Unopened is like 410.
There goes Cole.
You see it?
Yeah, he's like, let's see. Let me think about my bills here for a second.
Let's see. I just dropped a couple hundred on a controller just barely. So
That I'm only
Um,
gonna use for like a week.
I bought two copies of this. I
Fuck
bought two
you.
copies of the same game.
400. So on Walmart, it's $440.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of things coming out, did y'all hear the Siberian Orchestra came out as trans?
A whole orchestra, dude. That's crazy.
He never misses. He never misses.
I mean, that one I sort of, stole and paraphrased from memes, but
But your delivery. It never misses. Yeah, I'm seeing like 400. I I still don't know. That's that's double the price. That's double the
Yeah.
price
Yeah.
of a controller that is already double the price of a regular control. You know what I mean? So it's like $400.
Yeah, but I mean, on
Maybe if I
eBay,
had,
you
like-
can bid it and hope that they accept it.
So what
You
I'm
just bid it and see what
genuinely
happens.
hoping is that like in 5 years when I have enough money to buy, like, when I'm like out of, because I know it doesn't really seem like it, but I'm kind of in like money.
Sure.
I know it doesn't really seem like it, but I'm in money saving mode right now. So in
Mm-hmm.
as long as my biggest thing, dude, is if I can avoid buying a new GPU. That's my big thing because I do not need it. I
Yeah.
do not need it. I do not need it. I do not need it. It's not something that I need. I am perfectly fine. My setup is fine. You know what I mean? But in like 5 years, if I'm hoping that the price of those controllers will go down because $300, I'll pay that.
Yeah.
I'd pay, bro. It's a controller that will never be made again.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna. I'll spend an extra $100 to get that. That's
Mhm.
just I don't know the way my dumb brain works. But
StockX has it for 350.
fuck off.
Yeah.
You gotta stop this shit, bro. I'm trying to move on.
Oh man.
Son of a dude, they really do.
Did you think I was lying to you?
Yeah, he's just making shit up to make you. Made you look.
Well, I was wondering if there was like a caveat, like it's open or it's missing something.
Oh, the caveat is it's on StockX.
Yeah.
That's where I bought my OLED Switch.
Yeah.
For how much?
$50 extra. But that was when they were impossible.
Yeah.
Right when the OLED came out, they were so hard to find. I still have the box with the little stop. Dude, I don't know why they did this, but they punched a hole in the box and put their stupid little StockX because they have like a tag of authenticity.
Ugh.
Like I bought a pair of Yeezys and they have like they do it with like all their shoes and like everything apparently they hole punched my Switch box and put this fucking tag on it and I'm like fuck dude I might be buying
And
it.
here I am years later just trading a Pokemon card for a whole ass Switch OLED.
Yeah.
Dude, money is weird. Money is really weird how you can make that transaction like that. It's like this piece of cardboard from the 90s is worth.
Oh, it's not. It's from like a year ago. It was the special illustration Charizard from 151.
Yeah, I mean an OLED Switch used. I mean, depending on how much you used it.
It was in the box.
What? Damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good. 350 still a touch too high. I don't know. I'm gonna be clicking the thing to watch the price. Make sure I get the
dude.
I gotta have this controller, bro.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like even the price for just like the regular one, I think I might jump on that because
honestly, 100 bones. If it's
really not bad
like,
for
really like
that.
Yeah, like 100, 150. I'm down with that price.
Like if I can't get my hands on this Last of Us one, then I might jump on that 30th anniversary one.
Yeah.
That's
for for an extra $15. Like, yeah.
Yeah, you might want to like wait, bro. Because that might be one of the ones where it's like they're like, hey, this did not sell like really at all. And I'm not saying like it's that it won't sell. I'm sure it will do really well.
Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna try.
Like $85. Like I'm sure that they have like the whole limited stock thing to make you think that it's like people really want it and they sold out. But like I can genuinely see like a bunch of these controllers. Like look at the LeBron Fortnite controller right now. They wanted that thing to be so limited edition, and you can buy it right now for like $50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I'm
not saying
my plan is I'm going to try. If not, then I'll watch around and wait to see if it sticks around. But
yeah,
just in the instance that it doesn't turn out like that, I'm gonna try and get it pre-order.
Word. Good luck. Godspeed.
Right?
Because these people, I don't know, man. I hate scalpers. I think they are the scum of the earth. I genuinely do. That's not just because like I'm a, typical consumer media enjoyer.
Brother, I could go on for an hour about
Pokemon.
oh yeah, don't get me started on that shit. Like that is a plague right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking bad.
Hashtag not all scalpers. Hashtag not all scalpers.
No, all scalpers.
Look, if you're getting like
All scalpers.
$5 off of like a huge purchase, then that's fine, I guess. I mean, but a lot of people can't make a living off of that. Scalpers make a living by brutally murdering people with their prices. Like that's just how it is, bro.
Not my guy. Not my guy. He gave me a PlayStation at fucking wholesale.
That's called nepotism, my friend.
That's not scalping.
That's somebody.
Yeah, it's true.
But that's a I know a guy. You know,
scalping
what I mean?
would be, hey, I'll give you this PlayStation 5 for $700. Like
that is how that happened. What remind me how that like what?
So I worked with a guy, and he was like, "You thinking about getting the new PS5?" And I was like, "Yeah, but everybody's fucking scalping them, so I'm probably not going to get one for like another year." And he's like, "Dude, I'll give you one at retail." And it wasn't like me and him were like fucking dope ass homies either. I just worked with the dude. And
that was just like a very rare anomaly moment of charity where this guy's just like, maybe I just won't be a piece of shit today.
Yeah. I work with this guy. He's pretty cool.
I feel some
I think I
level
could take
of,
a loss.
I feel some level of connection to you where I don't feel the need to make a profit off of this one.
Not only what I paid for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not only that, but he let me take it and pay him in payments.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just again nepotism. I know a guy. He's like, yeah, you're cool. I know you're good for it.
It's not even what nepotism really means.
What does nepotism mean, Nick?
It's like family favored.
Yeah, it's giving somebody who you are familially connected with a leg up and a job and things like that.
Charlotte Flair, for example.
Yeah. Is it exclusively familial?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
I love how all three of you doubled down.
It is.
Just say it. Like if that was Eddie's cousin, then yeah, maybe nepotism. Or
something. It was my uncle or something.
Yeah.
Looking it up like we're wrong.
The practice among those with power or influence of favoring relatives, friends, and acquaintances.
Okay. It's really only generally used.
It's just how you motherfuckers doubled down. I just wanted you guys to know that you're all three wrong.
Yeah, but it's really only used in that one circumstance.
Technically, we're not, though.
Yeah, technically, we're not. So
I guess technically we're all not wrong. So
we're all right. We're all right, I guess. I'm gonna talk to you about it like a woman does. We're both right. We're just both right in this situation.
Like a woman.
You weren't wrong and I wasn't wrong.
No one's at fault.
Yeah.
Oh no.
My girlfriend's in the other room right now. And
say it a little louder.
Turn into Key and Peele, bitch. And I said, a bitch.
And then I said, bitch.
Her into the windows of her soul.
And then I said, bitch, if you don't get in that fucking kitchen and start cleaning the dishes and making me food, I swear to God.
Where are you, work? That's a funny looking kitchen.
Why do you work? I pay all your fucking bills.
All right. Fuck. Before we get into what you're playing, if you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that is the best way to help us do that. We have merch. Go to redbubble.com/nerdcore podcast and get our sayings and logos on everything from shirts to mugs to shower curtains to canvas prints and everything you desire. We've partnered with Dubby.gg, and use promo code NERDCORP at checkout to get 10% off anything store-wide. If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/NerdCorp podcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience, and that is the best way to help us do that. So, it's time for another segment of...
What you playin'? What you playin'?
What you playing? For those of you that don't know, we go around the table of sorts and talk about the games we're playing, how we feel about them, and such. So, Cole, what you playing?
Couple things. KCD2 is amazing, wonderful. Probably going to end up being game of the year because I'm still counting that. I'm still planning on GTA 6 getting delayed. I don't think that game's coming out this year. I know that, like, I really don't like to piss on people's parades, but I don't think that game's
You
coming out.
love
I was
pissing on
just about to
people's
say,
parades.
what do you mean?
Only the Marvel one, but so the biggest thing for me is just how deep and how meticulous every level of that game is. It really truly is like something different from everything else. And I remember specifically feeling the exact same way the first time I played a Bethesda RPG, which was Oblivion, and it's just this level of like, holy hell, this game is so deep to the point where you can get lost, bro.
Mm.
The only thing that like stops it from being a game that I'm gonna play like forever is the fact that like I don't make my own character. This is a story set in stone. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
The other game that I don't want to talk about, and then I'm good. Monster Hunter Wilds.
Ooh, boy.
What can I say, man? I love that it's becoming a way more popular thing. I love that it's like, and it was already like a super popular thing, and then World happened, and then it became this insanely huge thing, right? And just I love seeing it carrying that same momentum. 8 million copies in the first week. Monster Hunter is fucking here, bro. Fuck yeah. So happy. It's good. It's really good. People are complaining about focus, bitch. People are complaining that it's like really, really easy. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah,
I got
crazy.
carded like 15 to 20 times in the main like tutorial, and I'm not gonna sit here and say like I'm a seasoned, but like I got like 3 or 4 years of monster hunting under my belt. I'm no slouch. I got fucking worked, bro.
Yeah.
And I do think it's funny. There's you're about to hit it because you haven't hit credits yet, have you?
No, not
You have, okay.
yet.
So the first monster after hitting credits is kicking everyone's ass.
Really?
And I love it because it's high rank. It's no longer the story, the tutorial of the game. So it's like, this is what monsters are really like. And it's funny because it's like it's the lowest, it's I don't even know how to spell it. The Kayat Yukon or something. It's a bird monster. And it's annoying as shit. Like it will just straight up ignore your super armor and just like hit you out of moves that you're trying to do. Like it's welcome to high rank. This is the game.
Damn.
After 30 fucking hours of a story, this is the game. And it's funny, like how reviewers like got that so wrong. Like they like, I don't know why. Like, have you never played a Monster Hunter before?
Right.
Like,
yeah, the story's always the tutorial.
Well, and not only that, but like it just tells me that you saw credits and then you wrote a review.
Yeah.
Like that's your criteria, is that as soon as you start seeing people's names, you're like, I beat the game,
Yeah. No.
Like it's it's amazing. And if it's really like there are two monsters in my world where it's like it's Monster Hunter and it's KCD2, and they're fighting on whether or not I'm taking, which one's taking home Goaty.
It's crazy. It's no, I agree. I'm playing both of those games as well, and both of those games are immaculately written. They're both immaculately put together and are hours and hours of fun.
There's nothing like Monster Hunter though. That like that's the thing is like it's, and I hate being like such a dick rider, like out of nowhere. But it's like I feel like screaming. I'm like, holy fuck, bro! Like this is like such a different video game from anything that and it's set me down this path of like exploring other similar avenues in games. Like, bro, 5 years ago I wouldn't have been caught dead doing camo grinds.
Right.
I wouldn't
Right.
have. And I'm pretty sure like I exclusively give this to Monster Hunter. Like it like unlocked this satisfaction that I get from games where it's like, oh, I would like to 100% it, or I would like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I think it all kind of came from Monster Hunter
That's dope.
personally, but that's all I'm playing. A couple of things here and there, but nothing worth mentioning.
Yeah. I got the full Rathalos armor after 3 encounters.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. After 3?
Yep.
Bro. So I got all of the armor, and I did get, so the first thing I did was the great sword, because the great sword's dope. And I would kind of wish I didn't, just because like now I am like capped out. Like I need to find like a new monster to get better gear, but I'm like still just raising up my level. My level's 30 after last night.
That's crazy, dude. I'm only rank 6.
After the credits, it skyrockets.
Okay.
You'll keep going. Like, don't
Okay.
worry. I'm not so far ahead. It's yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for you to get the high rank and like to see, because it really is just, it's different. It's just like here
Hell yeah.
they really like let go of your hand, and it's like play the game. Experience it now.
Dope. Very dope. Cool. Well, Cole, I know you have to go. So
Yeah,
well,
you can get to your Cinco de Mayo party in the barrio.
yeah, for sure.
I would do my best Greedo yell, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it would peak, but
It's
yeah.
crazy as fuck. You go
I'll
you have fun looking like a cholo on Easter. And
Just throw on real quick before you go. Throw on a white shirt, leave just the top button done, and you'll be set.
yeah, just fucking
Dude,
Some
I was
Adidas.
I was trying to button it up. There is no top button.
Aw,
This is how big it's supposed to be.
dang.
So if I wanted to be oh my god, there's not even a button there. I
Wow.
can't even button. This is how we're going, baby.
I
let's
guess.
go. Let's
How we're
go.
going. All right, love you, bye.
Love you,
Bye. Derek, what you playing?
So I hit well, now I'm like level 309 or 308, but yeah, I hit level 300 in Fallout 76.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Um they they just did another round of the Helvetia event. Crud, what's it called? Why am I blanking? Well, anyway, the one where you get all the different masks and
Oh
all
yeah,
that
yeah,
jazz.
yeah.
Did not get a single glowing mask this time.
Oh, lame.
Last time I got like 3.
You got
So,
almost all of them.
well, not all, and I
Like
only
half
got
of
like,
them?
yeah, maybe half of them, but yeah, dude, I had terrible luck this year, or not this year, but this go around. So it was a little sad, but yeah, no, I hit level 300, and so I was able to rank up or add that extra legendary perk, which was dope.
Dope.
But and then yeah, WoW has new content, a new patch out with a new raid and new delves and a couple new a new instance. So yeah, it's that's I've been going pretty hard on that. Um, I found my physical games, and so I went and also pulled out the cord to do Rocksmith,
Oh, nice.
and so I was dicking around with that a little bit. But man, like I don't know, maybe Nick, you can tell me I'm wrong, but when I went to go do it, like there is alarmingly little that you can do without paying $20 a month.
Yeah. It used
Like,
to be Rocksmith 2014 is the one that I've heard is where it's at.
yeah, like,
Where you can like there's a library of songs. It's like Rock Band, you can purchase songs to play
sure.
like by themselves and stuff like that. Um
Yeah, and
yeah,
maybe I'll just have
I
to
follow a guy
reinstall
on
that.
YouTube
But
who his name's Chainbrain, and he streams on YouTube and Twitch, and he just streams like Rocksmith 2014, and he'll just pick a song and
yeah.
fucking nail it. Like, dude's incredible.
Yeah, because
But
2014. Oh, good.
he's always just like, this is the only Rocksmith that matters,
Yeah,
is what he
2014 is
says.
the physical copy that I have, um,
Yeah,
which is not what I was playing. I went ahead and downloaded the updated version, the brand new version of it, and
yeah,
just
I
played it
tried
with
that
the
too.
cord. And yeah, there's like you can play a super basic rudimentary version of House of the Rising Sun, and like there are a couple of exercises, but that's pretty much all you can do without paying 20 fucking dollars a month.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like for a game like that, that is insane as a
Mhm.
subscription service. Like
Oh, absolutely.
I could see $5 a month, maybe at the most 10, but like you can only get that sort of pricing if you do like a full year subscription,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
that is goddamn insane for Rocksmith. Like I don't I mean you're not going to make money. You're not going to make money.
Right.
No one's going to do that.
No, no. I don't know.
But yeah, that shit's wild as fuck. But so yeah, I played a little bit of Rocksmith. I might I you know I might just go ahead and reinstall the 2014 version, since that's the
Yeah.
physical copy that I have.
The only difference is that the 2014 one doesn't, you'll have to play with the cable.
Yeah, which is fine. I'd rather
Yeah.
do that because
I
then
would too.
you don't
Yeah.
get the latency, or you know like when I tried to do it through the little app that they created for the new version, like that
Hmm.
shit was wild.
Yeah. I
Like
mean, it worked like okay, but it was
yeah,
just
there was just such a
it picks
delay
up,
that
yeah, and it picks up like other noises that are going on because it
yeah.
uses your phone's mic, doesn't it?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah.
So it's not, in any world, it's not the ideal way to do it. Um, but yeah, so I would use the physical cord anyway. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
since I found that, I might go ahead and do that. But um, I remembered. The Fallout 76 event is called Fastnacht.
Fastnacht. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Krampus something. Krampsnacht. I was thinking Krampsnacht or for some reason.
No.
Something night.
Something Krampus night. Like I was thinking like Krampus night or some shit like that.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So I mean, those are the main things that I'm playing right now, because like I am just so far up WoW's ass at the moment with
Yeah.
all of the new content. I mean, more so than normal even, but
Right.
um and I did download an add-on that is probably going to get me more back into running around looking for pets, battle pets that I don't already have,
Oh
because
hell yeah.
one of the things that's really I find really obnoxious is working toward a goal that you don't have any sort of reliable data that, hey, like here's how many times I've done this, here's how many times it's
Oh yeah,
expected to do this.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It just sort of goal fulfillment data. And so I got this add-on called Rarity that tells you like, hey, here's how many attempts you've made at obtaining this pet.
Oh.
Here's like the general consensus on how many attempts it would generally take to get the
Oh,
pet,
that's cool.
and here's your percentage. Like, so as you do attempts, it's like, oh, look, now you're at 50%, likelihood that this pet will drop. And so it's just really satisfying to go, okay, A, I know I'm doing the right thing that I'm supposed to be doing to obtain this pet. And B, it just gives you a nice tally. Like, okay, cool. I can probably expect to get this pet between now and the next 20 attempts. And so it's just really, really nice to have that metric that you can see and and logically follow, and like it's just really nice.
Very cool.
So that's been super helpful, and I've already used it to go and obtain a couple of super difficult pets to obtain, because it's just, if you don't have anything telling you where you're at, it's just, for me personally, it feels like much more of a slog, and there's just no satisfaction in knowing where you're in not knowing where you're at versus knowing.
Yeah.
So that's been a huge help.
Oh yeah.
Um, and again, that's called rarity, if anybody needs to know or wants to know. But the new raid is fucking phenomenal. It's super fun. My guild went and ran through normal the first week, and then the first couple of bosses of heroic. So it's just been a blast. And I'm super stoked about the changes they've made to Marksman Hunter, which is my main. Um, but the only thing is, the only problem I have right now is, I it's got to be a bug, and hopefully it gets fixed. But there's an ability that you can throw on mobs that it's called Hunter's Mark, and what it does is it gives you, up to a certain point, it gives you extra damage and things like that. But lately, and so like the ability itself is not a damaging ability. You just throw it up, and then, general wisdom is you throw it up as soon as you can, just so that it's already there and you're not scrambling as you're about to pull the boss to like get everything set up, right? But now that they've introduced this new content, the game thinks that that is a damaging ability, and so what happens is it can proc some of your other, not spells, but some of your other embellishments, or like there's a weapon enchant that anytime you do a damaging ability, it can smite your target. So since it thinks that Hunter's Mark is a damaging ability, it can proc this smite and just randomly pull the boss as soon as you throw that ability up. So it's it's fucked me over a couple of times, especially in delves where I generally run by myself. But even in Mythic Plus scenarios where I'll throw markup, and then all of a sudden it immediately pulls the boss when we're not ready. So I don't think that's intended, but until they fix it, I just have to wait until the very last second to throw Hunter's markup, and
Yeah.
that's just life for now,
That's
which
crazy.
fucking blows. But yeah, I mean, those are
That's life.
yeah, exactly. But I mean, those are the main things. When I have a bit of cash, I do want to go ahead and upgrade um Diablo 4, which I still haven't done because I just haven't had the cash to.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm looking forward to. But yeah, those are the main things I'm playing right now.
Hell yeah. Nick, what you playing?
Well, I already kind of went into
Frag Punk.
Fragpunk a little bit, but playing that obviously. Um, Playing a game called Traveler's Rest that I discovered on Steam.
Is that the one
I
that you were
saw
streaming the other day, with the fart button and all that shit?
no, that was that okay, that was Toilet Chronicles.
Okay.
That is a game in itself. Like I paid $2 for that game, and it's fucking bizarre. The premise is you get stuck in this bathroom that you go to at a party, and like all this just weird shit just happens. Like I
That's
can't explain it.
amazing.
Yeah, I cannot
It's
explain it,
pretty
but
funny. Like I saw some of his YouTube clips, Optical Beard Twitch. Um but Yeah, there was one part where there was just like walls of buttons, and like one button just said button on it, and you just like pushed it, and it was like a fart sound or some shit. Like it was funny. It's a
Well,
pretty
the ON like fell off and it just said but, and
yeah,
then you
yeah.
push it and it just farts.
Nice.
And then
Yeah.
there's one button that said funny sound and you push it and it's like like a guy just screaming or whatever. I can't,
See, I mean, that was
but
one of the, just sorry to interrupt for just a moment, but like that was one of the things that made me sad about about Oddworld after Abe's Odyssey, because in Abe's Odyssey you had the whistling options and the fart options,
You'd
and
make all your little followers laugh. Yeah.
yeah, and
Mhm.
sadly that wasn't in the later games, but anyway.
Oh, but Traveler's Rest, I saw shout out to our friend across the pond in the southern hemisphere now, Kyrie, Griffin Demon.
Mm,
Yeah. Go follow
I
her
would
on Twitch.
always see her. Yeah, yeah, fantastic streamer. I saw her playing this on Steam a lot, and I looked into it, and it's essentially, if you're a Stardew Valley fan, then like you'll have no problem getting into this game. You're basically just running a tavern instead of like in the Stardew Valley where you're farming and trying to,
Hmm.
you're trying to become the number one like tavern owner basically.
Oh, that's cool.
But it has all the Stardew Valley elements in it. Um, it's really fun. Um, the other big one is Dragon Age Veilguard. So I finally finished that game on Steam. 36.2 hours, and I finished the main story on that game. The end of that game is one of the coolest endings in a game that I can remember.
Oh,
Like
hell
the
yeah.
way that everything culminates in this game, and it's classic EA fashion too, like earlier in the game it'll have you doing your quests for your companions and you have to like their bond will build with you. If it's not strong enough at the end of the game, like there's a chance they won't survive, but there's
Oh.
still a chance they won't. Even so, like I got all their bonds to moderate.
Hmm.
um and then you go in, you classic like ending to Mass Effect 2 where you have to pick and choose your crew to go in a certain area,
Right, right.
and depending on past actions, that crew member may or may not survive.
Oh, okay.
And like once, I mean, I can't spoil it because it depends all entirely on how you do it
How did
to
you
how
do
your
it?
crew members survive. But when your crew member like dies, it's like holy shit. Like I've spent the last 35 hours playing with this person and now they're just gone, dude.
yeah.
Damn.
Like, but yeah, the way that everything leads up and culminates at the end of this game was fucking incredible. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I really enjoyed this game a lot more than I thought I would. To the point where it's in the PS catalog as a monthly game. I downloaded it on PlayStation and I'm doing a whole different character playthrough. So
Hmm.
I would highly recommend it.
It's
Like,
this month's PlayStation game?
yeah,
Oh, fuck yeah.
it's one of the monthly games right now.
Oh, hell yeah. I haven't looked at the
Yeah.
monthly games. I'm gonna go check it out. This sounds cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. If you are a fan of any, I mean, a lot of the reviews on there going, "Oh, this is such a far departure from Dragon Age games," and I'm like, "Did you play Dragon Age 2? Like, it's exactly the same as Dragon Age 2. Like you pick a character, you go through, choices matter. Like, I don't know what these
Mhm.
people are talking about, but it's not the same as other Dragon Age games for sure.
Mhm.
But if you played Inquisition, it follows Dragon Age Inquisition like very closely. So
Dope.
a lot of those characters are in this game. But yeah, that's the one main thing that I'm playing right now. I also am checking out the Alone in the Dark remake with David Harbour. It was on sale
Oh, dope.
for
How's
like
that?
$28.
Hmm.
It's kind of got like an Evil Within vibe,
Oh, okay.
but I mean, I don't know. Like I'm kind of enjoying it. Like it's a THQ Nordic game, so it's
Oh,
not like amazing, but
Mhm.
I'm kind of enjoying it. That other game that I bought is laughably fucking bad. Like I thought maybe
That's
it would
why it
at
was
least
eight
like
bucks.
it was $6,
Oh,
dude.
$6. Even
Yeah, and
better.
it's like I kind of want to keep playing it, but despite the fact that everything in it is just, I mean, not everything,
Mhm.
like the finishing moves that you have with your sword are kind of dope actually, but it's just like the shooting, the voice acting, the writing, like it's just
It's all bad.
it's funny. It's funny bad.
That's
Like
cool. That's I can
like
enjoy games for that kind of charm though.
one of the one of the characters on your squad is like deaf. I don't know if you can even be a police officer if you're deaf.
I don't think you
Like
can.
to me that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And there's this one scene where um you're trying to get through this wall and it's like a cinematic and like your character is like French, but she also sounds like she's half deaf. Like I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her, but she's like Cortez, set the charges, and he's the not the blind guy, he's the deaf guy, so he's like setting him up, and you're setting up a C4, and one of the guys goes, try not to make so much noise. It's just like, brother, we're blowing a hole in this wall. First of all, second of all,
you're
he doesn't know
talking to
what
it.
noise is.
Yeah.
Like,
What
That's
an
so.
insensitive bastard.
How is he
yeah,
taking orders too if he's deaf?
Yeah.
Like
Like
yeah, I
where's the
don't know.
guy
Like,
where's the guy standing when he's talking to him? Because like he's down here setting up C4. Like is he crouching around to be like, hey, hey, shut the fuck up.
can
he's
you
just
can you read my lips? I don't know. Like it's weird, but I mean, I if I had paid like,
Yeah.
$20 for the game, I would be like mildly upset, but I can be for $6. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
but if you're curious, it's called Wanted Dead. Not dead or alive, wanted dead.
Cool.
And that's pretty much what I'm playing right now. What are you playing, Eddie?
I'm playing a few things as always. I am also playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Monster Hunter Wild. Um, two games. Kingdom Come is more up my alley. I love RPG games. I love, you know, getting stronger in a story driven game like those. That's my jam. Monster Hunter really isn't my jam. Like I've played every Monster Hunter up to Wilds, but never have I been kept with one. Like
Yeah.
I'll play one for like 20, 25 hours and then I'll be like, all right, I'm okay with this. I know what this means and I know what this
Yeah.
is. But this game's different. I couldn't tell you how it's different because it's pretty much the same as any of the other ones. But something about it. I don't know if it's a charm. I don't know if it's the ease of access that the other games didn't have. But it's super fun. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, like we were talking about earlier, great story, immaculately written. Um, you really enjoy the characters, and you don't have to play like the first Kingdom Come because they give you just about enough exposition to uh, run it by. Playing Call of Duty, doing the camel grind with the boys every now and again. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing RoboCop Rogue City still,
Oh,
um,
nice, nice.
which is a fantastic game. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Oh yeah.
it doesn't reinvent any kind of wheel whatsoever, but it gives it you feel like RoboCop when you play, and that's the only thing that I care about.
I mean, does a
And it
RoboCop game need to reinvent anything?
No,
no.
Like,
no, not
And it
really.
sounds to me like the more I play it, it sounds to me like it takes place like in the middle of one and two, the movies,
Yeah, yeah.
because it's
So
like right after it's because they talk about stuff that happened in
mm,
the first movie.
yeah, yeah. No, it's a super fun game. Go check out our episode, Dead or Alive. You're coming with me. Um, but super fun game. I'm also still playing Have a Nice Death, which is the roguelike uh, hack and slash where you play death and you're pretty much just trying to well and like hell is just out of control and you're just wrangling up everybody and making them go back to uniform because it's written like if hell was an office building. And so like it even when you die it says rest in paperwork. Um but it's a super charming game. Super like the animation I think is probably my favorite thing about that game is that everything is animated so beautifully, so crispy and so sharpened. It's just a super fun game. I'm playing Balatro on Xbox, which is beautiful, fucking
Hmm.
great.
I was playing that before we started recording.
Nice, nice. Yeah, like, and I see. So I bought it on Switch. So I was living without achievements.
Oh yeah, okay. I see what. Yeah,
So so when I played it on Xbox and started getting achievements, I was like, okay, like, okay, I got it now. Um,
yeah.
I'm also playing Pokemon TCG with the homies. I was gonna tell you, Nick, if you have any like cards you need or anything, I've got like multiples of a few cards. I'll show you all my multiples, and we can get to throwing a trade together or some
Yeah, I'd
shit.
like to try and complete um the first set. Like
Yeah, see,
it's
I don't
close,
have a
but
yeah, mine too. Like I'm pretty much there with the first set. This I think I have the second set completed. But we'll talk. We'll get a little thing going.
yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
what else am I playing? I think that's it for now. Really, really happy with all the games I'm playing right now. Just like usually I'll have a block of games where I'm like, I really like these games, and I'm just playing these. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but like everything I'm playing right now is so like satisfying to me. So I'm enjoying. It's a good period of gaming for me.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's all I'm playing. And that concludes our episode. We hope you enjoyed us. Let us know in the comments what you think. If we're wrong, if we're right, we'd love to interact with you. As always, you can follow us on social media
On Facebook at the Nerd Corporation, a podcast.
on Blue Sky and Instagram at Nerdcourt Podcast.
Or you can follow us on TikTok at Nerdcourt Podcast.
We always follow back. Since you're watching us on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the little bell icon. We want to get into as many nerdy ears as possible, and that's the best way to help us do that. If you love us and want to support what we do, consider supporting us on PayPal, paypal.me/nerdcourt podcast. We want to have the best loot, give you the best giveaways, and give you the best nerdy experience, and that is the best way to help us do that. So, from all of us here and not here at the Nerd Corporation, we thank you, we love you, and keep it nerdy, y'all.
Bye.
Peace
Oh
out.
boy.